Can you guys hear me now? I don't know what happened. Computer froze up. Sorry. What's up, Jared? Gator, Don. What's up, Maddie? Testing my camera. So, Phil Hughes sent me this card just for no reason. Thanks, Phil. I showed it off yesterday on Twitter. But thanks, Phil. Roger Maris Mail Day. Mantle, these giant cards from 64. This is an 8. I got it cheap. Cheap. I turned the autofocus off, so. What's up, Jay Lee? All right, I'm going to warm us up with a little retail love I picked up at the LCS when I picked up all the other mail days. So let's see what I can pull here. Anybody here from the Gary V post about the Break Club group or anything? I know one dude said he was here from that. Oh, what's up, Matt? Welcome. Just kind of giving everybody a minute to settle in. Plus, I had technical difficulties. What's up, Plowman? Plowman, you have a break credit with me. You won from Richard Billings for his kids' hit-a-thon. So let me know how you want to use that, dude. Clay Thompson. There's supposed to be a hit in here. What's up, Thorne? What's up, Bracken? Not the Luke I was looking for. Bagley. Cantor. Cantor. Ooh, here's a nice PJ Washington. What's up, Lando? Guys, please sub if you get a chance. We're real close to 1,300. Keldon Johnson, Rudy Gay. Not my best work, guys. Not my best work. What's up, Mark? All right, you guys that have been around a while, you're going to have to give me a minute. Answering some new people on Twitter and some people that asked about our group and whatnot. So, this is Midwest Box Breaks. I've been doing this about a little over a year and a half. I think in June come to 2 years. So we had a 1-year anniversary party last June. And then we recently celebrated 1,000 subs. But we break on YouTube. It's restreamed onto Periscope, Facebook, and Twitch. And then our website, we operate out of MidwestBoxBreaks.com, and I'll show you that here in a second. So anytime you want to check out a break, you can go to MidwestBoxBreaks.com. It's a secure website, takes PayPal and credit card. When you check out, MBB10, MBB10 will save you 10%. You can use that one time off anything in your cart, or your entire cart, I mean. So right now we've got encased football. These are 2 new breaks I just posted. They'll rip when they fill. There's plates and patches. Select basketball. And if you click any of the descriptions, it'll kind of give you some details. Usually it's from the sell sheet. It'll give you the description, what kind of cards are in the box, what your odds are on some of these, what they're numbered to. At the bottom, if you're wondering how many cards are in the break, at the very bottom, 8 boxes per case doesn't really apply to us unless we're doing a case break. 1 pack per box, 5 cards per pack. And then if it's a pick your team, like this one says, you can click, choose an option. It'll tell you the teams that are still available. So you click whatever team, and it's based off the checklist, or what's normally in the checklist. Giants, people are chasing all kinds of stuff. Danny Dimes, so that's $100. A weaker team, like let's say the Bengals, $20. Again, you want to refer to the checklist. You can find that on Cardboard Connection, Break Ninja. There's multiple places you can find the checklist, so you know what you're getting into. And that's the biggest thing, know what you're getting into. The description will normally show you how many boxes. A lot of times it'll show you when it's breaking. So if it's a new release, a lot of times it'll rip on release night if we think we're going to be able to fill it, or it'll say breaks when full. It fills. We usually run it that night or the next night. There's also a draft style break, which we'll show you one of those here in a minute. There's pick your team, and then there's a random team break where we use a randomizer, and I'll show you that randomizer here in a minute. And then filler bucks, we'll get to that later. That's something we use in our break club if we ask you for a direct payment. If I say it's, hey, $10 a spot, instead of you PayPal me $10 and then I've got to go track the payment down, we can do it through this and track all our sales and have your information in there. You can create an account. We do a rewards program. It ends up being 2.5% back. So every time you hit the $200 tier, it'll generate a coupon code in your email, good for $5 off. And again, that ends up being 2.5%. So here's what's on the site now. All this stuff is an option after tomorrow. These are all new releases, except for plates and patches and this hockey mixer. So they cannot break until tomorrow at least, per the rule and per when it shows up at the door here. Tonight we are ripping Triple Threads Pick Your Team, an Archive Signature Series hit draft, a hockey mixer we created, and a plates and patches draft break for our break club guys. And we'll go into break club 2 in a minute. So for tomorrow, new release night for Encased Football. So Pick Your Team 1 and 2 will rip. Also new release for Donruss Baseball. So Pick Your Team 1 and 2 will rip on those. 3 and 4 will rip on Thursday. It's just too much for me to take on a weeknight with my work schedule and getting up early in the morning. And then Select Basketball. Anything we've got filled on Select Basketball will rip tomorrow. Right now we've got a Pick Your Team with about 15 teams left. So check that out. A couple of the big teams are gone. And then we've got a triple random tiered team. And there's a couple other select breaks that will rip tomorrow too. Okay, so how our break club works. We created a thing in Discord called Break Club. Discord is an online gaming chat room app. We hijacked it and used it for cards. And what we've tried to do is create an environment for new and returning collectors. I was a returning collector about 2 years ago. I came back. and so much had changed. I wanted to create something to help people out. So pull it up here. I suppose I could have showed you on my phone or on the screen too. But here's what the app looks like. There's a general room, just a bunch of comments, guys asking questions, saying goofy stuff, just alerts, things like that. Then if you go over here to the side, you'll see there's 35 online now. There's 383 that are offline. You can DM these guys. You can tag them. You can ping them. If you go into one of our draft breaks, I'll show you that. Here's a select draft where we tag the guys when it's their turn. There's a place, if you look here, there's some selling rooms. There's some breaks we do just in the group. We run minis, razzes, randoms, anything to fill stuff. A place to show off hits, things like that. And then we've got group grading submissions. But basically, you can ask questions 24 hours a day. The way we like to set it up is you can request to get invited in. I send you the link. A lot of times I like to look at your profile, see what kind of stuff you're posting. If you're really a card guy or girl, we've got plenty of women and kids in the group. Not a ton of kids, but we've got a couple ones that we know pretty well. But I'll kind of just check it out, make sure you're not posting a bunch of offensive stuff or you're just in it to sell cards. I've had a couple guys say, hey, can I get the link? I've got some cards I want to sell. That's not what it's about. It's supposed to be a trusted group. We're accountable to each other. We know who you are. We know each other. We don't chase payments. There's no scams, no drama. Nobody's getting ripped off. But we do turn some people down or don't fill that request. And honestly, sometimes we kick people out if they don't match our values, which are being respectful to each other and helping new people and not being selfish and looking out for each other. So that's the kind of person we're looking for. A lot of times it helps if you're an existing break customer. You've been in at least a break or two. So I've got your information. If something happens, I know how to get a hold of you. I've got shipping information for you, a cell phone number and whatnot, and it helps with that accountability. So a good place to start is to grab a break spot. They're on there as cheap as $10. Sometimes there's even $5 breaks. And then, again, just kind of give me your collecting story. You've never stopped collecting. You've been collecting for 2 years. You're collecting with your kid or whatever. So that's kind of how it works. It's a pretty cool group. So right now we're going to rip the triple threads. New people in our group are guaranteed a mail day the first time they buy in. Even if they don't hit a single card, I'll find something to send you. That's why it's always nice for you to message me and let me know who your teams are and whatnot. But then we'll add extra stuff in with your first mail day. And all cards ship all the time, guys. In the room, there is an option where you can make trades. You can donate. If this was a random team break and you got the Phillies, but you couldn't care less about the Phillies, and you knew a guy in the group that was a Phillies collector, you guys might work out a trade, and I make those trades for you before I ship. So you don't have to worry about, hey, did he ship the same time as me, or any of the fees with you doing the shipping yourself. I will make those moves for you in your stack. So, yep, sounds like Jay Lee's ready to roll. All right, so new people here. Welcome to Trevor. He's got the Dodgers. Jonathan's got the Indians. Trevor's also got the Mariners. And welcome back, Tony, with the White Sox. I think we are ready to rip. But if you were in that tweet where some of the guys were looking for a group to join, looking for a place to trade and hang out and learn about the hobby, shoot me a message. Again, good place to start. Let me know you're in a break. Hey, I'm in blah, blah, blah break. Here's who I collect, things like that. And we'll talk about it. So if you watch this after the fact, feel free to message me. You'll see a lot of people donating spots to each other, making trades. People have gotten autograph cards they've donated to somebody else that was a collector of that player. So a pretty generous, kind, unselfish group. So, all right, your first hit's going to be Byron Buxton, Power and Speed, number to 36. This will go to the twin spot. That's for Chris Roth. Congrats, Chris. And then anything good like this is sleeved, put in a top loader. Some of the thicker stuff, I don't have the top loaders over here at this table, so I'll load those as soon as the break's over. And put a little painter's tape on the top so they don't go anywhere. Nate Lowe, number to 99. This is for the Rays spot for Josh. Nathan, yeah, everything else is new releases. I've got the encase here, but they're all new releases. There's stuff that can rip tomorrow and Thursday, dude. Harper to 299. Jackie to 99. Nate's one of our OG guys from day one. What's up, Nate? Encased football and plates and patches on the site. Huff Daddy. But again, realistically, it's probably Thursday before those will rip. What's up, Luke? Luke, there's several select basketball options, including the Pick Your Team. And then Donruss and Encased. David Cohn, 5 rings, numbered to 3. So you've got the patch in here, you've got the autograph, and then numbered to 3, 2 of 3. Yankees, that's for John Thorne. David Cohn, numbered 2 out of 3. Donruss draft, John, will probably rip Thursday. We ship on Mondays, guys. I spend Saturday and Sunday working on the shipping. We average, I'll say, 150 orders a week, and 99 times out of 100 now, thanks to our buddy Kedrick, they ship out on Mondays. Tapia to 36 for the Rockies. That's for Pets, Scott Pets. Anybody else have any other questions? Any new people? Jeter to 299, Clemente to 75. Guys, there's no such thing as a dumb question. We were all new once, including myself. There's still a ton of stuff I don't know, but fortunately for us, we've got some great experienced people in here that'll answer any kind of question you've got. And then immediately after the break, or sometimes during, these guys have the option to trade some of their cards with each other in a specific room for that in Discord. Yeah, please sub, guys. Please sub. Our breaks are cheap. We try to keep it budget friendly. Low price points. I don't do a ton of full case breaks because I like to keep the price down for you. Austin Meadows, ready to hit, number to 18. Man, I did not bring a drink down. Excuse me. Yeah, if you're brand new, like Trevor, if Trevor doesn't get anything out of this break, I will send him something anyway. It could be some cheap hits. It might be some star player insert cards, some packs. Just kind of depends. Miles Straw, Astros to 99. Astros are William Berry. Congrats, William. Trying to get the wife to bring me down a drink. Babe Ruth, 299. Yelich, 75. What's up, Vandy? The room is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can pop in and ask a question anytime. Blake Snell. Low innings pitch, 21 wins. Number to 9. Rays for Josh D. Nice job, Josh. Thank you. Franco to 36 for the Phillies. That's for Don M. Guys, and it's all luck, random chance. So sometimes you can buy a cheap spot and hit it big. Sometimes you buy one of the most expensive teams and don't hit anything. It happens. So there is some risk involved. Scherzer to 199, Strasburg to 259. I try to reduce that risk by adding value in the form of our Break Club Discord room and the fact that we do add some stuff for new people and give you ways you can trade. And honestly, if I've got a few teams left and someone says, you know, hey, I'm a big Reds fan, can you give me a deal on the red spot? I'll be like, yeah, you can take $5 off. Don't use this money to pay my bills. It stays in a fund. We buy more cards with it and do things for our group. So if $5 is going to stop you from getting your team, I'm happy to help you out. So it goes for any sport pretty much. Here is a triple relic of Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey Jr., and Mark McGwire to 27. So we got a little dilemma on our hands here. Tony's got the White Sox. New guy Trevor has the Mariners. And Jeremy has the A's. So we'll have to roll the dice for this. We'll have to roll the dice. Now, if one guy owned 2 of these teams, it would go to that guy. That's normally how it goes. If one person owned 2 teams, they own over half the card, they would get it. Travis Shaw to 99 for the Brewers. That's for William. Mancini, Verlander. Anybody else have any other questions? Luke, are you in the room yet? You'd have that option once you're in there. I can't do it live like that, though. Williams Astudillo to 50 for the Twins. That's for Chris. Red Sox, David Price to 36. Just message me on Twitter, Luke. I'll get you in. Just DM me. That's for Joseph. Except no substitutes. Vlad, 299. Snell, 99. All right. Here's my dice. I bet, buddy. I bet. You're doing a good thing now. All right, so here's how it's going to go. If I roll a 1 or a 2, it'll go to Frank Thomas. 3 or 4, it'll go to Griffey. 5 or 6, it'll go to McGwire. Guy in Periscope, just the letter A, asked how the 3-box draft worked. Give me a second here and I'll show you. I'll show you in a second. All right, here we go. 1 or 2, 3 or 4, or 5 or 6. Five. So that's going to the A's, which is Jeremy Scott. Congrats, Jeremy. All right, I'll review the hits with you. A hit is a patch card, a relic card, an autograph, anything like that. Nice job, Jeremy. Yep, that also went to the winner of the mini. How a mini works in our break club, if I've got, let's say, 2 teams left and they're both $50, so that's $100. Well, if they're a higher price point, somebody might not want to buy them. So what we do is, so we've got $100 we've got to cover for those 2 teams. We'll say, hey guys, we're running 10 spots at $10, and then we run random.org, which you'll see here in a minute, and the top 2 guys get one of those teams. So it's kind of a way to break up the cost of that big team, and people can take a chance at it for little risk. Your risk is $10. The reward is you could win a $50 team. So if you hear me say mini, that's what that is. All right, so somebody in Periscope who was just the letter A asked how the draft break works. So you go to the website and you buy the draft spot. We know you're in there. If you're not already a break club member, you hit me up. I send you the link. We get you in, and then we run the random when it's full, and you'll see a random here in a minute. And that list of people randomized becomes a draft order. So when it's your turn, we'll tag you in the chat room, and then you come in and you say, all right, I'll take the Pelicans, depending on whatever's going on, whatever kind of draft it is. So we tag you, you don't answer for an hour or something, depends on how big of a hurry we're in. I might hit you up on Twitter. Worst case scenario, I might send you a text message. We absolutely will not skip you or pick for you. So as somebody that worked nights and rotated for off and on for almost 20 years, I know what it's like to work a goofy schedule. Do not steer away from a draft break because you're worried that you're going to miss out. We go through and we make a list and we say, all right, which of these guys are not break club members? And then I'll probably shoot you a text message. When you create your profile in the website, there's a spot for your cell phone number too. Or you can just message me on Twitter and I'll get you the link. But nobody is skipped or picked for. And we've been doing that for almost 2 years now, and they go pretty smoothly. So we just knocked one out here today at the last minute. So that's how it works. You can follow along with the draft. Let's say, hey, dude, I'm going to be at the lake all day. Here are my top, I'm the 9th pick. Here are my top 9 choices. You can do that. So when it's your turn, we pick for you. You could give us a list. Let's say you're in the 3 spot and you want to trade down. You could trade down. You could trade up. You could buy somebody's pick. Yeah, they're a lot of fun, guys. So, again, and in our select basketball draft, 3-box select, there are 3 or 8 spots left. I'm sorry, 6 spots left. There's 6 spots left. $54.99. Now, we're running a little close on time. If that filled tonight, we could probably start the draft. There's an outside shot. We could rip that tomorrow. I'd say most likely Thursday. But if we close out those last 6, the 3-box draft your team break, $54.99, we could start that draft and possibly have it done by tomorrow, depending on how fast the people that aren't current members got in. So, again, we absolutely do not hose somebody that gets in the break. We've waited for a while. Somebody was in a movie. The expectation would be that you try to, if you know you're going to be offline, to take steps to make it easier on us. But anyway, that's a draft break. All right, so I'm going to change the title of this. We're going to go to the Archives Signature Series Hit Draft. This is our 8th installment of this. And you new people are going to see a random here real quick. Okay, so I'm going to switch screens. The way it's set up right now, I can't see your chat while I'm on this screen. So here we go. I'm going to pull up my Excel sheet. Here's the list of people that bought in. Like I said, we look at it. If somebody's not a member, if you don't hit me up first, we'll contact you. Here is the people that bought in. This is not the actual draft order yet. So we're going to go to random.org. Anybody can do this. It's just random.org. I'll type in my description. I'm lazy, so I just type in MBB. I paste the list of people. I'm going to roll the dice. And that's how many times it's going to randomize the list. And it's an algorithm. I don't want to begin to explain how it works. But I just keep clicking next round till all the rounds are gone. All right, so there's your list. Now here's the important part, and make sure wherever you break that they're using a verified random. So this is the paid service that we use. Here's your verification code, UZQDLJ. So for whatever reason, if you thought, something didn't look right, I don't think that's right. I didn't see my name there, or for whatever reason, you can go to random.org and type this code in. It will show you round by round everything we just did. In case you were wondering if it was legit, hey, how close did I finish to the top, or whatever. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to switch you back to the other screen. That's your draft order. So if this was a draft style break, obviously there's only 20 spots in this particular one because there's only 20 boxes of product. This would be the order. And first one we'd hit up is Sean Pags. So how we're going to do this now is I'll open all the product, and on these archive signature series, if you're not familiar with them, it's just one encased card in the box. So in this case, this is a hit draft. Everybody in this spot is guaranteed a card. So what we'll do is I'll show all the cards. My lovely assistant Troy will snap a picture, post it in the appropriate room in Discord, and Sean can pick which one he wants, and then next Aaron will pick, Bracken will pick, and so on and so forth. So you get to see the cards first, then you can pick. And let's say somebody's not in this break at all. Kristen, she's not in this break. She missed out. For whatever reason, she wasn't in it. And we pull something she's interested in. She's a member. She can wheel and deal for somebody's spot, buy the card outright, trade, whatever she wants to do. So that's how the group works. And maybe she's got last pick and she gets somebody on the Diamondbacks. She's like, I don't care. She could trade it to somebody. A lot of times in our group, people just donate them. All right, David Peralta to 38. David Peralta to 38. Anybody have any questions? Anybody watching for the first time through that tweet? Like I said, if you wanted to check it out. DJ LeMahieu, Rockies to 26. We donate cards to kids, charities, youth groups, travel teams. Mike Clevenger to 48. Our biggest card, if anybody asks, we've pulled a $7,000 Mike Trout card before. Hunter Dozier, number to 26. Anybody else have any questions? What's up, Jimmy Guns? Jake Bowers is 77. Please subscribe. Any questions? Thanks to the people through Gary's tweet and my kind of tweet underneath the tweet. that are checking us out for the first time. Polanco, 1 of 1. Twins. Hunter Pence to 23. You'll find that our group is very friendly, very generous, very trustworthy. Tim Anderson to 17. Alfaro to 21. Out of Big League, I believe. Christian Vasquez to 99. This particular break was $45. Like I said, everybody walks away with a card. Whit Merrifield at 99. We've pulled Trout, Ohtani, Soto, Vlad Jr. Dylan Cease to 99. Segura to 72. Here's a redemption, Paul Goldschmidt. For whatever reason, they encased the redemption, Paul Goldschmidt. What you'll do is you scratch this lottery ticket section off. There's a code there. I believe it's just Topps.com, maybe. You go to Topps site, enter the code. They will mail you the card. Dominic Smith to 43 out of Bowman Platinum. Pags. Anybody watching that's newer have any questions about any kind of break? Grandal to 22. Mitch Keller to 14. Guy's going to be all right. Matt Carpenter, 1 of 1. Matt Carpenter, 1 of 1. Lance McCullers, 1 of 1. What's up, Jimmy Guns? Here's your last box. Suarez to 28. Double baby bubble blower. Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, next up is a hockey draft break. The cool thing about a draft break is you can get in for random team prices and have a good shot at still getting the team you collect without having to pay the premium for it being a good team. So the guys will go in that room, and they've got a couple days, or they've actually got more like a week, whatever it takes, and they'll go through down the line and pick. So I'm just going to call this Hockey Mixer for Break Club. You'll see some groups, especially like on Facebook, where each break is its own video. We don't do it like that. I try to keep things efficient. A lot of breakers don't do it like that. Hockey Mixer for Break Club. Our hockey group is growing pretty quickly. We do a lot of baseball. Easily the majority of our breaks are baseball. And then football, hockey. We're trying basketball, so please consider our select basketball breaks on the site now. We've pulled 2 Zion autos. One was for Phil Hughes. So we do have a chance to pull. I've pulled a Luka auto before. All right, so this first box was kind of a retail throw-in bonus for you guys for an added buck. I'm not sure who will get the 10. I'll figure that out later. Kind of neat. There's a bonus pack. Tin's actually pretty cool. So yeah, the big goal right now is try to build our basketball program up. So if you're a basketball collector, I will wheel and deal with you. I'll start off with Keiko. You'll find out I'm not the biggest hockey dude. That's for Phil. I will mispronounce several of these. The guys will get a kick out of it. Young Guns, John Marino. Penguin spot is for Dino. Yep, there's all kinds of basketball. I can't rip it till tomorrow, Jimmy. It's a new release, or Guns. I never call you Jimmy. It's on the site now. Still plenty of room to rip some more select tomorrow. So the way that coupon works, guys, I think the Knicks are still left. I believe that's like an $80 or $70 spot. You can use that coupon code MBB10 and save $8 right out of the gate. So something to think about. If you know a basketball collector, send them our way. If you know several, send them our way. Call me out on it later. I'll hook you up, save you some money. Young Guns Canvas, Sam Lafferty. Another Penguins card. Thanks, Guns. Scott Sabourin for the Senators. That's Andrew Bonington. Subban Devils. Hey, if you're here watching for the first time, let me know you're here. Say something. Check in, I guess. Connor McDavid. After this will be the plates and patches draft break. Lilja, not to be confused with Lil Jon. That's for the Blue Jackets. That's for Scott K. Checklist. This checklist, guys in our group are pretty good. Nobody's going to fight over this. So I'll probably just default it to the guy that's got the crappiest stack. Kadri, Avalanche, that's for Phil. Hiroshi, Red Wings. Chad. Another checklist. Oh, look at that. Keiko Young Gun. Rangers. That's for Phil Hughes. Thanks, Guns. Appreciate it, dude. Guys, I'm pretty easy going. If you DM me and say, hey, I was thinking about getting this team and that team, what can you do? I'm probably going to say, yeah, I'll take $5 off, or I'll take $10. Just depends on the team, the situation, how close we are to breaking, things like that. All right, next part of this same break is a box of Series 1. And our hockey group is a little unique because most of the time, these guys will pick the products they want, and then I'll grab them and build the break. So I work for you guys. That's been my philosophy since day one. So I know Coach and Troy agree. We'll do whatever you want to do as long as you support it once we set it up. So in most cases, you guys pick the product. I'm big on loyalty. A guy like Jimmy Guns there, who you need to make sure you subscribe to. Solid hobby dude. We talked at National. He led me to a 56 mantle I was after. Had kind of a story behind it. How I lost it the first time. I was pretty emotional. Guns and I have talked for a long time. If he called me up and needed help right now, I'd probably stop the stream and go help him out. So that's what this hobby is about. We do all kinds of great stuff. I know, especially people on Twitter, you see a lot of negativity. The people I surround myself with, we're not like that. So we put others before ourselves, especially collectors. And we actually have a spreadsheet in our room that shows everybody and who they collect. So when I go to card shows and go through the dollar boxes, things like that, I don't pull out a card and say, oh, I bet I could sell this for $10. I think about who collects that player or that team. And we give a lot of stuff away. My buddy Kedrick, who I met at National, comes over on Sundays. He helps me ship. He does most of the work, but he brings over stuff, and we just give it away to people, throw it in their mail day. A lot of cool stuff in this hobby if you find the right people. You'll find a lot of times it's not even really about cards. It's just those friendships, so. If you're looking to join and kind of not do anything and a day later try to post your $500 card, probably not the place you want to be. I've bought things I've had no interest in to support people that have supported me, so that's how we roll. If you want to make it just about you and not the group, again, you probably won't enjoy yourself. Miles Wood. McDavid. Again, this box is Series 1. Dahlin, Shooting Stars. Carter Hart. That's for the Flyers. It's for Jared. Yep. One of the Zaxension Bruins for Matty P. I had to go to Greenville, South Carolina for some training last year, and I went to Walmart. I wanted to do a retail rip from the hotel room for the guys. I met a dude there. He was looking at all the retail stuff, and we got to talking. No LCS, wasn't good at social media, knew nobody in his town that collected. Ooh, here's a Gretzky. That's pretty cool. That's Rangers Gretzky. So that's one of the cool things about our group. If you need supplies, I'll sell you supplies. Whatever we've got to do for each other. I've gotten some pretty crazy stuff from this group. And I've also given away some pretty crazy stuff. So, but again, everybody plays a role. You can't just lurk and show up when it's convenient and ask for things. We want to see you reciprocate. Hiroshi, this is Red Wings. Chad R. We want to see you give back. We want to see what you're willing to do for other people. And then when the time comes, you'll be shocked and amazed at what people are willing to do for you. Aho, Hurricanes, that's for Jared. Austin Matthews. Yep, and it's not about what you spend either, guys. It's not about what you spend. There's no obligation to spend, but like I said, if people are buying your stuff, you know, it's nice if you help them out. If it's nice, you get involved and help the group out. But again, we don't sit there and get mad because people don't buy in. Honestly, we're to the point where if you don't get in, somebody else will. But again, just remember what the goal is. That's for us to better each other. Tyler Johnson, Lightning. That is for Phil, which Lightning is his team. And I've had some people that don't spend a lot, but told me, they gave me the Liam Neeson, told me they've got a particular set of skills. Somehow that turned it into Napoleon Dynamite. You ever taken off any sweet jumps? It was supposed to be Liam Neeson. But I've had people do social media stuff for me. My Facebook and Instagram sucks. They've helped in other ways. So again, it's not about what you spend. They've made some contacts for us that have helped us out. You ever taken off any sweet jumps? Patterson. Tarasenko. Hajek. That's for the Rangers who are killing it. McDonough. All right, Andrew says I missed a young gun. Fahervey, Capitals. Yep, you're right. Lightning, sorry, Phil. God, Tina, eat. So if you're watching and it sounds like what you want to do, shoot me a message. Again, give me kind of your story. It really helps if you're like, hey, I'm in blah, blah, blah break. Again, not because it's a requirement, but it elevates that level of accountability where, hey, okay, I see this dude. We've got his information. Let's bring him in. If you've got something to offer, you know, that, hey, you know, I'm good at blah, 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 or I work here, you know, whatever. Again, it's about the community we're trying to build, and there's over 400 people in there. So I think we're doing something right. All right, let's get to the meat. When you come in, we'll ask you to register. Give us your name, your Twitter handle. You can put your eBay handle in there. Anything you want to do so people know who you are, and also so we can help you out. What's up, Smash? We've got 2 other breakers in our group, Rip and Gypsy and Card Warehouse. Great people. They their views align with ours. Fulcher to 298 for the wings. And guys, just remember, I've got a ton more. I've got some more game used, and I've got quite a bit more Trilogy and Allure. I've got a whole case of Allure, a whole case of Trilogy for the next break. Brent Burns. Sorry, I got my breaks mixed up. So I've got 6 more game used. I've got a case of Trilogy and a case of Allure. Jesper Bokvist to 35. Draft day marks for the Devils. That's for Dino. Teravainen to 25. Hurricanes. Hurricanes Jared. Pavelski, Sharks, All-Star Weekend patches. Sharks for Kurt. Pavelski again. Stars. Huh. Ed McNulty. Box 2. Questions we see all day. Hey guys, what should I do? Here's what happened on eBay. Should I get this graded? What's the better product? When's this come out? When's that come out? You know. Hey guys, I'm at Target. Does anybody need any boxes? You think this is a good deal? What do you think this is worth? Giroux to 112 for the Flyers. Philippe Myers Flyers to 118. Igor Shesterkin to 35. Rangers. Phil Huggs. Cole Sherwood to 65. Blue Jackets. It's for Scotty K. Seth Jones, Jersey Locker Essentials. That's the first time I've seen this. Also Blue Jackets. Is that 2 of 2? Hiroshi, $5.99 wings. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. Last box. Hockey Group is the benchmark for how we should be set up. I mean, it just runs so smooth. If we can turn basketball into that, guys, I'm begging basketball guys out there. Let's get it set up. If you're a basketball guy, let's do it. Help me bring some basketball people in. You want to be the mayor of basketball? I don't care. You want to pick products, design the breaks, whatever. And if you've got to get break credit for that effort, and you're bringing people in, I don't poach. We don't go into like Facebook rooms and poach, things like that. This is the $2.97 for the Sharks. But you want to bring some people over looking for something better. Lemieux to $2.75. Pasternak, game used puck. Bruins. Game used puck. That's going to be for Matty P. I mean, you got to show me something. You got to come in and I'll set it up however you want. Sidney Crosby, Penguins. Another Penguins, Chris Letang. Joel Person, $5.99. Oilers. That's for Chris Case. All right, since this was Break Club, I'm not going to slow us down with the recap. Guys, well, actually, I'll give you a quick one here. All right, next up is the Plates and Patches draft. Kurt. This was another draft style break. I've got a Plates and Patches pick your team on the site right now. I've got a Plates and Patches random that I believe is only like 14, 15 bucks. I can rip those tomorrow or Thursday as well. We just filled this. All right, my spreadsheet looks a little sloppy just because of the way it's designed. I've got to go through and line them all up, but I didn't have time because this filled so late. All right, here we go, guys. The cool thing about our group is nobody's alone once you join. I know there's a lot of people floating around Twitter and other social media out there by themselves going, what the hell's going on? Once you're in our group, those days are done. You have help, you have friends, you have resources, you have support. We eliminate most of that learning curve for you. You'll save money. Good luck, guys. Von Miller to 99. Haskins to 60. Madison and Cook, 99. Two gorgeous patches. Madison Cook, 99. Vikings, Sean K. Who's our Vikings fan? DK Metcalf to 99. Seahawks or Chris M. If you like this stuff, there's a pick your team on the site right now. It's an easy fill. It could rip Thursday even. And then there's a cheap random 3 boxes. Again, at 14 or 15 bucks. Here's a 1-of-1 printing plate for the Saints. Huddle up. This is from 19 Score. Saints, Ed McNulty. Box 2. Dawkins at 99. Kelly to 60. Daryl Henderson, Rams, 99. Rams are J Slim. Josh Allen, number to 10, Signal Callers. Bills, Chad R. Allen to 10. Here is a Donruss printing plate, Darnold, 1-of-1. Sam Darnold, Jets, Chris Case. Congrats, Chris. Tag Gary V and see if he wants that printing plate. Last box. Yep, I think Jets were a dead last team. Last team in the draft. Chris was irate. He knocked over the microwave. He tore up our break room. Oh, last plate's autographed. I'll spoil it for you now. Aikman to 99. Herman Moore to 35. Remember Herman Moore? Marquez Valdez Scantling to 50 for the pack. That is for Mike Deppa. Oh, it's about to get crazy. Pack. If you like these, fill that, pick your team, fill that random. Moose Johnson, 50 of 50. Look at that Sig. Cowboys, Scotty K. Moose, 50 of 50. Autographed, 1-of-1 printing plate. This should be Blake Bortles. And it is. Jags, Chad R. Nobody ever wants the Jags. Pretty good stuff. Guys, this break was like 15 bucks, I think. Low risk, high reward. Options to trade with people. Added value for your money. All kinds of free perks and benefits of the group. So give us a shot. It'll change the way you collect, hopefully. Save you some money, save you time. You'll enjoy collecting a little bit better. That's it, guys. DM me, message me, grab a spot, tell me you're in, whatever you want to do. So I'm a collector too, so I try to do things that fit what you need. And I know we work hard for our money, so we try to keep the prices down. So done at a pretty good time. Again, I'll refer you to the site. Take you back here real quick. All kinds of select basketball. It's going to be huge. A hockey mixer, more plates and patches, Donruss baseball. I've got some more baseball to list. So we'll get some other stuff up there. A couple Donruss options. A brand new fresh case of Encased Football after the one we ripped tomorrow because we've already filled one. So lots of options. If your team's still on the board in whatever sport, hit me up if I need to save you some money. Again, MBB10 will save you 10%. So appreciate everybody that checks this out, even if it's later. You can watch this anytime. Again, please subscribe. Trying to do some good things with the hobby. I feel like we're getting there. So always room for improvement. Smash, I'll have to get you a list. I'd rather sacrifice and get done early today and get caught up with some stuff. So we do personal boxes. I do sell supplies through the website or through our chat room. So check it out. Appreciate all my regulars showing up tonight and helping out. Again, any question, anything you want. So yeah, hit me up, Smash. I don't want to do it tonight, though. Select, pick your team. That's going to be a big one for us, guys. That 3-boxer. Because select basketball is not cheap, I'll be honest. So I did it as a 3-box to try to keep it down. So we get the Knicks out of the way. Here, I'll show you what's left in here now. Really want to rip this. Hoping we pull a Zion. Here's what we're down to. Pretty doable. Actually, the Knicks are off the board. Knicks are off the board. So there's your options. If I've got something from any of these teams I can throw in for you, I'll look around. But, yeah. Would love to rip this tomorrow. All right, guys. Anybody else have any questions? My head of security. Our buddy Phil Hughes, generous friend of our group, who's also a Break Club member. He makes us peanut butter pickle sandwiches in there. Bobblehead that my friends at Rippin' Gypsy got me. Here's their poker chip. And here's our other poker chips. We do give these out sometimes. Breaker. If you're a G.I. Joe fan, this guy's name really is Breaker. So I thought that was cool. Autograph balls. I've got autofocus turned off. So Larson, Reggie, Phil, Tino, David Cohn, Mattingly, and just picked up this Barra. All right, guys, I think I'm out. What's up, Jordan? Jordan, you always show up when I'm leaving. What's up, James Hall? We're done for the night, but we're coming back and hitting hard tomorrow. Appreciate your time, guys. Thank you.